I'm just going to do a quick update here to the diesel heater setup I have. I added a 12 volt, 110 to 12 volt adapter, AC adapter that goes into this cigarette lighter adapter. It was easier for me just to buy another cigarette adapter than try to rob one of the extra adapters I have here somewhere and splice it in. So I'll put down down in the description the links to these two products. Again, I got no skin in the game. I don't make any money off of what what anybody orders. So this is a Roy Powell. It is a 15 amp 110 to 12 volt adapter. These diesel heaters, they say, need 15 amp. That's probably what you want to have. You can actually see it right here, 15 amp. I know some guys have been running it off of the 10 amp power inverter type things like the Blue Eddies, etc. And they can do that. I prefer to run it off the 15 amp like they suggest. So very, very quick and easy. It was just taking this adapter, that cigarette lighter adapter that came with it, and I used the original wiring that came with this that I hadn't been using before for the diesel heater, and I just spliced it into the cigarette adapter up here. Now that I just hooked it up, I actually got to now clean up those wires. I'm going to leave the other wires here that actually go to my solar bank over here to the battery bank, in case I even want to just swap them back and not use the AC power. But as you can see, we have zero issues whatsoever getting power, and I've already run it once, so I know it actually will get the glow plugs working perfectly and runs perfectly. I had it running on high for about half an hour earlier. I'm going to kick it back on high to finish warming up the workshop here. Now, the other thing I want to talk about real quick, I already talked about, in a previous video, the goods and the bads of this particular unit here. And there is some more bad from, I just noticed once I started putting these wires on. Both of these spin inside the housing. Originally it was just the negative one, and then now the positive one spins inside the housing as well. So I have to kind of try to squeeze on here the plastic piece and try to tighten it by hand the best I can. These mounting studs should not be spinning whatsoever inside that housing. At some point I'll probably take the unit apart and see if I can just tighten them up. But again, shoddy workmanship putting these things together. Other issue I had, this gas cap, the fuel cap, it's either the cap itself or the threads on the tank itself. One of the two are not manufactured correctly. When you screw this all the way down and try to get it so it's all the way tight, it pops back up. It's almost like it's stripped. It's just not molded correctly. Other issue I have, again, from the other video, is that this thing sounds like it's sucking when it's trying to fire up for the first time, and eventually it does fire up, but it shouldn't do that. I have another identical unit to this up in New Hampshire. That unit, everything on it was perfect, works perfectly. So again, buyer beware on what you're ordering as well for these diesel heaters. And if you do get a good unit, like the one in New Hampshire where it works beautiful, then good on you. If not, then you may have to just deal with some shoddy workmanship. And if you don't want to run it on 12 volt, or you don't have the ability to run it 12 volt, it's easy to do these. This one's called Roy Powell, and I don't remember, I think it was like 30 bucks. And the other adapter here is called Spark King, and again, that wasn't a lot. I think it was 10 or 11 bucks. But I will put that in the description for you guys in case somebody wants to order them.